Hey guys, it's Jesse from LeWater.au and freehotwater.au, and today I'm going to be giving a full in-depth comparison of the SLA 200 and 300, the Smart Lifestyle heat pumps produced by Smart Lifestyle Australia. So what is Smart Lifestyle? What are the heat pumps? I'm going to be digging right into that. So let's have a look. This is a Smart Lifestyle system. This is what it looks like. It is a all-in-one heat pump unit. So if we just scroll down here, we see the 200 litre unit. This is a Smart Lifestyle SLA 200 litre unit. It is 2.375 meters tall. So it is very tall, but it's quite a thin unit. So obviously you can see the compressor sits on top of the unit. So there's two sorts of heat pumps that you can get. You can get a split system design where the system and the tank are separate, or you can get a single system design. The splits tend to operate better, as in they're more efficient and usually have better warranties. But as far as single unit systems, the Smart Lifestyle actually has a really good warranty, and the COP is not too bad either. So we're actually going to dig into all the details, the slight differences between the 200 and 300 in terms of efficiency, but they do have the same warranty. So they have a full 5 years on the tank, compressor, and all parts as well. So as you can see here, our current pricing, this may change in the future, but it's 200 litres. For the 200 litre system, we charge $99, and for the 300 litre system, we charge $770. Now, we get this question a lot. Why is the pricing difference so large? It's because the bigger tank costs more to manufacture, and the rebates for the second tank, they're actually smaller. So that's why the system costs more money. But still, you're getting an absolute bargain, a heat pump for $770 when you get the 300 litre. And when you compare that to when you compare the SLA to other heat pumps on the market and sort of similar heat pumps, you'll see that the SLA actually far outperforms them in terms of value for money. So let's have a look at the exact specifications of the unit and to see how they're different and see if this might be a good fit for you. Now, I recommend you get an SLA if you're really for horizontal space, you don't have a lot of space. Like in this example, he didn't want a compressor overhanging the other side. If you want to maintain your space and not take up too much space, the SLA is a great option. You just have to bear in mind, they are very tall units. The 200 litre, 2.4 meters, and the 300 litre is 2.2 meters. So if you don't have that height requirement, you will have to get your system relocated, and obviously there are costs for that. You can visit lewater.au/smart lifestyle heat pump to actually find out all of our pricing options and everything else. So let's jump into the unit itself. So we have a Smart Lifestyle breakdown of the units, and the number one most important thing that I want to draw your attention to is a value called coefficient of performance. This is the value that determines how efficient your heat pump actually is, and you want this number to be as high as possible. So when we look at the different systems, for the 200 litre system, we've got a COP of 3.65. And basically what that means is it is 3.65 times more efficient than a standard electric system. The 300 litre is actually more efficient, which is pretty unusual, but the 300 litre has a efficiency of 4.1. So it is much more efficient than the 200 litre system. Now, both systems come with an electric backup heater, which is good in case the heat pump breaks down, or if you've got extra family members over, you can always turn the electric boost on to provide for more people. The 200 litre quite safely can provide for about up to 5 people, and the 300 litre is pretty good for up to 8, but any more than that you will need to turn on the electric boost and potentially think about getting your system upgraded to a 300 litre. If you've got 6 people, I definitely recommend that. Hey guys, just one thing that I forgot to mention in this video. You might have been thinking, a 200 litre system, that's not going to be enough for 4 or 5 people in my house, or a 300 is not going to be enough for 8. Heat pumps actually work differently to off-peak electric systems. So a heat pump, whenever you use up hot water in the tank and water has been depleted, a heat pump will instantly turn on to refill the tank up to full. So it's full of hot water. So a heat pump can produce twice as much hot water in a day as its tank's capacity is. So this system can produce about 400 litres of hot water in a day, and the 300 litre can produce even more than that. So that is why a system might seem a little bit small for you, but it's actually not, because it's going to be running whenever you run out of hot water. So the system works up to -7 degrees Celsius, so you're not going to have any issues really in New South Wales getting this system installed. You're always going to have hot water at about 60 degrees. Yeah, you can see the units are very tall, and it's a GMCC compressor, so that's actually a subsidiary of Toshiba. So these are actually Toshiba made compressors for the 200 and Panasonic for the 300 liter. So very reputable brands there. One caveat that comes to installing a SLA heat pump that we have is that the switchboard upgrade that we usually provide for free for our other units, such as the Ecogenica, we actually are not able to do for the SLA, just because the margin's not there for the rebates and then the price of the system. So you will need an upgraded switchboard for your hot water switch. What does that look like? Well, this is an example of a switchboard that's not upgraded, because the ceramic, you've got ceramic fuses for the hot water system. So basically it's out of date and they're not legal for us to install anymore. So we can't install new systems with these switches because ceramic switches cause a lot of house fires. So legally speaking, we're not allowed to do that. So we need to upgrade it to a switch like this. And we'll do that for your hot water. We charge currently $330 to do that. Now you can check out some installations of the Smart Lifestyle heat pump. Obviously it comes with a timer, which is very useful. So you can set it, if you've got a solar system, for example, you could set it to run just during the day. So it's taking advantage of your solar. You could also set up the timer if you don't want to be disturbed at night. It cannot run at night. So there's lots of ways to set up the system in a way that really benefits you and is customized to you. Now, how does the SLA heat pump compare to other systems in the scheme? Quite favorably. If you look at the SLA, so this is just comparing the base model unit. So just keep in mind the COP for the base model is 3.65. But if you got the 300 liter unit, it would be 4.1. And when you compare that to some other systems in the scheme, you'll actually see that the SLA does very, very well. So if we have a 300 liter versus an equivalent 270 liter, right? The equivalent systems, you'd be paying $770 for the SLA. You'd be paying about $3,300 for an Evoheat 270. And the warranty is better for the SLA because you get 5 years on the compressor, and they're basically the same coefficient of performance. It's about a quarter of the price, right? So for the 300 liter, it's $770. It outperforms the Istore. So, you know, same warranty, same coefficient of performance, but in terms of the value for money, I mean, it's a quarter, so you can't really beat that. So basically the main takeaway from this video is, from this table. Actually, I'll compare it to the Chromagen, which is another really cheap system in the scheme. You usually see Chromagen for about $33 for the 170 unit, and probably about $600 for the 280 liter unit that they provide. But yeah, obviously, if you're comparing the base model units, it's $99 for the Smart Lifestyle, but you get a better warranty. You get a better coefficient of performance. You also get a much better warranty as well, and we don't charge for any extras that Chromagen do charge for. So it's actually cheaper anyway in the short and the long run. Yeah, so the main takeaway from this table is that the Smart Lifestyle system compares very favorably to other systems, even very premium systems in the market that range from $3,000 to $4,000 at a fraction of the price. It does not perform as well as the split units. You know, you can see Rheem and Ecogenica both beat these units in terms of the coefficient of performance and the warranty. But if you're limited for space, Smart Lifestyle is, in my opinion, the best system you can get at this price point. It's sort of unreal to get a heat pump for this price point. Anyway, guys, that's basically the review. If you've got any questions or anything else that you would like me to answer, shoot away. I love making these videos. Yeah, pleasure. See ya.